After spending over $21,000 on Facebook ads, I've seen the highs, I've seen the lows, and everything in between. Today I'm sharing the biggest lessons that I've learned so you can avoid costly mistakes and maximize your return. Hey, I'm Shawn and I am a social media coach for the Wolfpack at eXp Realty, and I'm also the founder of the Realtors Blueprint, which helps realtors generate non-stop leads through Facebook ads. Okay, so one of the lessons I learned is the importance of targeting. It used to be when I ran my Facebook ads, I was very broad because I thought, hey, I want to bring in more leads. So I want this to reach as many people and I want this to appeal to as many people so I can just have the most leads possible. But what I didn't realize is when my ads were too broad and trying to call out to too many people, I actually got worse results because for them as well, it was too broad. And they're like, well, this doesn't really feel like me. So for example, what I like to do, and I learned over time that works really good, is running these free lists of homes. You have a free list of homes in a specific neighborhood under a certain price range. This is a little more specific. Versus if I just ran an ad that said, here's a list of homes in the entire city. So as a consumer sitting there, they'd be like, well, why would I want to download this? Like for the entire city, that could be anywhere from $200,000 to $5 million. Why would I want to look at this? When they see a specific list of homes in a neighborhood that maybe they're interested in and it's under a certain price, now they feel like this list is made for them. Yes, this will not appeal to everybody, but guess what? The leads you have coming in from this will be a lot higher quality and you're going to get a lot better results versus if you just do that broad targeting method and they're going to be spread all over the map and people are even not sure what they're getting into when they download the list and therefore they're just going to be garbage leads for you. So this is definitely one of the biggest lessons I learned. I struggled with this a lot because I always thought more broad, more better, but really I found out broad means broke. So you need to niche down, figure out what's some highly targeted lists that you could run and put that out to the world and have those types of people that would want to download it come into your database. Lesson 2 is having creative that actually converts. So instead of just creating generic posts all the time, I learned that there's some little tweaks that you can make that actually get more people coming in. So what I used to do and what most realtors do now is if I'm creating this list of homes in a neighborhood under a certain price, I would go find a generic photo of a house and I would put it on my ad because I'm like, well, that's what it's about. It's about houses. So I'm going to put a photo of a house. But the problem is it's a generic photo and it screams that it's an ad. And a lot of other people have used this generic photo. So you've probably seen these photos before and they start to all look the same. People are mindlessly scrolling through this all day long, so there needs to be that pattern interrupt that stops and makes them take a second look. And what I found works the best by far is a set of eyeballs. Only two things will get more than a set of eyeballs, and that's kids and pets. But if you can have a set of eyeballs in your photos, that gets people stop scrolling because they're like, who is this? Do I know them? What are they doing? And then what I like to do is if I'm offering this list of homes in a certain neighborhood, I will get my photo taken in front of that neighborhood sign. Now this creates some familiarity because they're seeing this sign that maybe they drive by every day or they know it's exactly in their community and now they know this ad is made for them. And this just isn't another ad that everybody across the nation is seeing. And this was where it works so well because it gets people stop scrolling, take a second look, and now they're going to read your ad copy, which maybe you're reaching and calling out them. So if you're running a specific list of homes that's within walking distance of a school, you could say attention families of whatever your city or town name is. So they're scrolling. Yep. Oh, person in there. What is it? Oh, geez, they're in front of that sign. I know where that is. What is this about? Attention families of that's my city. What? And I'm a family. What is this? Makes them click on it, see that it's a list of homes, and if they're interested, they're gladly going to submit their information in order to get what's promised. Little side note, I have a ton of videos that show you step-by-step on how to set up these ads and kind of the psychology around all of them. So if you want to check out any of those, go search my channel, search step-by-step, and you will find me walking you through exactly. Lesson 3 is budget management. So a lot of times I used to just spend money just automatically and never have a goal in mind and never look back at the analytics to see what it actually generated me. And I would maybe just have an idea and I'd be like, hey, let's spend 100 or 200 bucks on it. And I just throw it at it and hope for the best. But I didn't really manage my budget and I didn't look closely at the analytics to see what they were doing for me. So I'd be like, hey, it reached this many people, great. But what did it get me? I needed to dive down further and see, okay, how many leads did this generate? And if it did generate leads, how many of those people I actually have a conversation with and are any of them serious? Am I going to be able to convert some of these down the road? Because if not, well, yeah, it's great to spend money and have people see it, but if it didn't get me any results, then what's the point of it? So you need to figure out okay, if I'm spending money on this ad, what is my cost per lead? And then secondarily from that, so you can find the ad that performs the best. Also, you need to know how many of those did I actually have conversations with. And eventually when you find an ad that performs the best, that's where you can start to scale and know, okay, if I'm going to spend this much amount of money, I should be getting a customer out of it. And so next month, if I want 2 customers, I need to double that. And it's amazing how well this works. It's just a lot of us are not willing to do it because it's not sexy, it's not fun. But really, those that know the numbers the best and they really dive into this and they figure out their budget and they know how much they're going to be spending and what they can afford to spend in order to bring these customers and get a huge return on their investment, you got it. They're the ones that win. They're the ones that say Facebook ads are amazing versus the ones that don't do any of this and say Facebook ads suck. They don't suck. They do work. Trust me, I can tell you from years of experience and after spending over $21,000, they do work, and this is one very important thing you need to do. Lesson 4 is the power of follow-up. I used to generate a lot of leads, and the odd one would be decent, but the ones that maybe said they weren't interested today, I wouldn't follow up with them. Because I was like, okay, they're not interested. Why would I waste my time on them? And I would keep trying to generate more leads and more leads and more leads and get to the next one. And it wasn't until a while later I finally realized when I look back, holy crap, the ones that actually followed up, sometimes it took them months or years to buy. But they were in my email database and I continued to follow up and built a relationship with them, and then they ended up being amazing customers. Most people will generate the lead and then they'll forget about them if they're not ready to buy today. So trust me, follow-up is huge. They always say fortune is in the follow-up, and I always wonder why is that? What does it mean? I can now see it. It sometimes is frustrating because it feels like nobody's listening to you, or it takes a while to get a hold of them, or you're sending out emails and you don't get replies, but they are working. People are reading your emails. They're getting to know, like, and trust you. So please keep following up nonstop. Those that are consistent with follow-up are the ones that get the most customers. And to take it a step further, make it more personalized. So follow up with them and maybe send them a new listing, or if you did a neighborhood profile or restaurant review, send it off to them saying, hey, this made me think of you. Whatever you can do, the more personalized, the better. Send them a video email. What I used to do is I had an account with BombBomb, or some use Loom now, and send them a personalized video so they now know I'm actually talking to them and I'm not just sending this email to 500 other people. The more personalized conversations you can have like that, even if they're not ready to buy today and it's just a casual conversation, it's starting to build that relationship, and when they are ready down the road, you need to be top of mind. And if you're not doing this, nobody's going to have you top of mind, and this is why you're not going to make any sales. And my 5th lesson is automation and scaling. When you start to get these processes down, you need to start automating them because you're only one person. You only have so much time. So when you can have systems in place where you can have leads coming in and they're getting responded to, and over time you're following up with them, you can now go about and you can start to bring in more leads, or you can start to do other things on your business that make the follow-up process even better. Or you can go out and golf with that person, or have lunch with somebody, or go to that chamber meeting that's going to get you in front of more people, all while on the back end you've got Facebook ads that's bringing you in nonstop leads. Everybody's getting nurtured, everybody's getting touch points with, and maybe it's through AI. AI is an amazing thing. ChatGPT is awesome. I've integrated into my Realtors Blueprint platform, and we've been able to scale so much quicker because now it's following up with these people while I can work on other aspects of my business. So same in real estate, the more automation you can have, while it's still being personalized, because we want it to be personalized, we don't want it to be too generic, this is where you really start to scale. So process is so important. When you find the process that works, just rinse and repeat nonstop. And then when you've got it working, you can just go back, tweak it, make it better. And as time goes on, you're going to bring in more leads, you're going to have more customers, and you are going to make more sales. And there you go. There's my 5 lessons I've learned from spending over $21,000, if not way more, on Facebook ads. If you're wanting some actual Facebook ads that you could run that will bring you in a ton of leads, then make sure to comment with Facebook ads. I have a free guide of my 5 killer Facebook ads that generated me 268 leads in just 7 days. So this is going to be an amazing way for you to get started, bring in a pile of leads, and start working through the lessons that I talked about. And as always, if this video was a benefit, make sure to give me a like, hit that subscribe button, and also hit the bell to be notified of when I post future videos on Facebook ads. Until then, take care, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day.